Lila found solace in the quiet embrace of the book nook. It was a sanctuary from the clamour of the outside world. The air hung heavy with the scent of aged paper and lavender. Golden sunlight streamed through the dusty windows each afternoon. She would trace her fingers along the spines of forgotten novels. Each book held 1,000 untold stories. Lila felt a connection to the past, a whisper of another life lived. It was her haven. One rainy afternoon, Lila was browsing the poetry section. She reached for a worn copy of Emily Dickinson. Suddenly, a hand brushed against hers. She looked up, startled. A young man with warm brown eyes and a shy smile stood before her. "Sorry," he chuckled. "I was hoping to grab that one too." They laughed, a touch awkward but comfortable. His name was Ethan, and he had a passion for first editions. He was captivated by the hidden stories within their pages. Lila found herself drawn to his genuine enthusiasm. They started meeting at the book nook every week. Ethan would often bring coffee. Lila would share her favourite passages. He loved finding old bookmarks and notes tucked inside the books. Each one felt like a secret message from the past. Lila would listen with wide eyes as Ethan wove tales of the people who might have left them behind. He had a way of making the past come alive. Lila was reserved, finding comfort in observation. Ethan was a free spirit, eager to share his thoughts and dreams. They were two sides of the same coin. Their differences were what made their bond so special. Through their shared love for books, they found a language all their own. They understood each other's silences as much as their words. Section 5, Unveiling Souls. One day Ethan brought a worn leather-bound journal. "My grandfather's," he explained, his eyes sparkling. "He used to write stories." Lila gently turned the pages. They were filled with tales of adventure and love. Ethan's fingers brushed against hers as he pointed to a particular entry. It was a love letter, raw and full of emotion. Lila noticed a shift in his demeanor, a newfound vulnerability. Section 6, Written in the Stars. Ethan started sharing his own writing with Lila. He wrote poetry, pouring his heart onto the pages. His words were filled with longing and a quiet intensity that mirrored Lila's own. She saw herself reflected in his writing. He captured her essence, her quiet strength, and the beauty she didn't see in herself. Lila realized she felt something more for him. It was a feeling as comforting and familiar as their bookstore haven. Section 7, A Leap of Faith. One evening, after closing time, Ethan confessed his feelings for Lila. "I see our story in every book we read," he admitted, his voice a soft murmur. Lila's heart pounded against her ribs. She had never felt so seen, so understood. "I think," she began, her voice barely above a whisper, "that we might be writing our own story." Section 8, Ink-Stained Confessions. Ethan took her hand, his touch sending shivers down her spine. He opened his grandfather's journal to a blank page. "Let's write our story together," he whispered, handing her a pen. Lila hesitated for a moment, her heart overflowing with emotion. With trembling fingers, she wrote their names at the top of the page. It felt like the beginning of everything. Section 9. Their Story Begins. The bookstore, once Lila's sanctuary, had become their shared haven. Every corner held a memory, every book a testament to their growing love. Lila found her voice through Ethan's encouragement. Ethan found his muse in Lila's quiet strength. They wrote their story one page at a time, their words imbued with the magic of true connection. The bookstore romance had blossomed into something real, something lasting. Their story, once whispered within the pages of old books, was finally being told.